Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College hunks hauling junk and moving.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to High School Hoops on Indiana SRN. Tonight, we're at Shortridge High School, where the 4-12 Blue Devils out of Class 3A host their Class 3A counterparts in the 2-5 Speedway Sparkplugs. Hi again, everybody. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. For both these teams, they're trying to get back to winning ways. On the Blue Devils side of things, they've lost 3 of their last 5. Most recently have a win over Bethesda Christian, 62-57 back on January 26th. So they're trying to turn that one-game win streak into 2 games, following what they hope to be a victory tonight over the Sparkplugs. On the other side of things, Speedway has lost 3 straight, including a 69-58 defeat hosting Crawfordsville back on January 23rd. However, they have been severely impacted by COVID-19, and as I bring Coach into the fray, Coach, you can make the case in terms of broadcast we've done, Speedway has been the most impacted of any school that we've broadcasted, as they played just 1 game since December 19th.
Yeah, you look at Coach Bennett, talk to him in length, and he's emailed me back and forth. This is their 2nd game, I think, in 36 days. And now they just got to get in a rhythm. And one of the things he said that's very important is they just got to get back in basketball shape. And with 7 games that they have played, they've been short on 5 of those games. But he believes in this team. He's got a great kid. We're going to be looking at him. Drew Valentine's going to be a good kid to watch tonight. He wears number 32. But they just have to get back in the rhythm. And you're right, it's tough. Now, for Shortridge, what a big conference game over Bethesda last night. That's a huge game for them, 62-57. And now all of a sudden they feel pretty good about themselves. And Coach Fountain said today, he says they're understanding the principles and what they need to do. And they're very fortunate they're back on the floor tonight. I'm
putting you in a bit of a tough spot here. So
sure
if you don't know the answer,
you
please
always
say
will.
I don't know.
No problem.
But with your conversation with Coach Bennett, did he talk at all about the disappointment of them not being able to participate in the Marion County tournament?
The kids want to play, and we didn't really elaborate on that. Kids just want to play. He wants to coach these kids. When you get in this business, you fall in love with your kids and you fall in love with your school. and they're disappointed that they're 2-5. But they also see the other part of that. They have 5-6 games left, and then they have a tournament. Fortunately, this didn't happen at the end of the year. It happened at the beginning of the year.
For Shortridge, they were able to participate in one of those in-season tournaments, of course, being the City Alliance tournament. Lose by 18 to Heritage Christian. Since then, we mentioned the big conference win against Bethesda Christian back on the 26th, and 3 days prior to that, a 9-point loss to Park Tudor. So they've looked better since that Heritage Christian loss in the City Alliance tournament, but still work to be done for Coach Fountain's kids.
You look at the Park Tudor game, though, Jimmy, it was 38-29, if I remember correctly. They held Park Tudor to under 40. Park Tudor averages about 60 a game. That is a telling tell. Defensively, they're there. Last night giving up 57 points, but you outscored your opponent. But giving up less than 40 in a game in the last couple of games, it's pretty impressive.
It's pretty – I took the words out of my mouth. It's pretty impressive mainly because Shortridge is giving up about 61 a game.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
to be able to hold down Park Tudor like that, you deserve a tip of the cap, no doubt. Some keys tonight, starting first for the spark plugs. We mentioned 2-5 on the year, and we also talk about how critical it is, before we jump into the keys, how critical it is to be able to get momentum as the season goes on and get ready for the second season by the time the state tournament rolls around. So with that, diving into the keys, how critical is it for them to get consistency out on the floor?
And that's one of the keys right now is handling the pressure. How are they going to come out, and how do we handle their pressure? You got to contain their big guys. Both of those big guys, number 1 Powell and number 2 Avery, number 3 Avery, got to control the big guys, and then you have to look and play with team energy. What is your team energy looks like? And that should be very interesting as well. For Shortridge, you got to block out. You got to rebound much, much better. You got to move your fast pace. Get them in a running game and then play one-shot defense. Hold them to one shot, make a draw, and then go for a rebound.
We're going to step away. When we come back, we will have lineups and the tip. It's Shortridge and Speedway on Indiana SRN.
What's the number one misconception you think about Freemasonry?
Well, I think most people just think of Freemasonry as some kind of secret society, and you go with some of the rumors out there and so on, and they really don't understand who we are. They don't understand that we are a fraternity of brothers first, and our obligation is to take care of each other and our widows and orphans, etc. within our group. They don't understand what the fraternity part of Freemasonry really is. And that's the misconception that's out there. I think first and foremost of anyone that wants to join Freemasonry, I'd like them to know that it's really not a secret society. You may say it's a society with a secret because we have some handshakes and some passwords that you could easily find down in a library if you get the right book. Freemasonry is more, it's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity, it's a way of sharing common thoughts and everything with people of all different vocations that really understand of getting together on the level. Whether you're a judge or a police officer or a janitor, you're all on the same level when you're in a Masonic lodge room. And I think that's one of the greatest things, that you can sit with people of all vocations, but you have that certain thing in common, that you're all brothers.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on Indiana SRN. If you would like to know more information about Indiana SRN, send me an email, coach@indianasrn.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Back at Shortridge High School, Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Thank you so much for spending part of your Wednesday night with us here on Indiana SRN. Take a look at the starters for both teams, starting first with the Speedway Spark Plugs, the visiting Spark Plugs. At one guard, a 6-foot senior, number 3, Carson Harrison. At the other guard slot, a 5'11", senior, number 22, Jacob Walker. Another guard, a 5'9", junior, number 24, Reese Walker. A 6'3", sophomore guard, number 30, Nate Metellic. And rounding them out in this 5-guard lineup, a 5'8" senior, number 32, Drew Valentine. Head coach of the Spark Plugs is Chuck Bennett in his 18th season at the helm, 159 and 225.
Drew Valentine is the shooter. You got to watch him. He'll hit it anywhere, Jimmy.
Averaging about 18 points per game is the senior. For the host Shortridge Blue Devils, 4-12 on the campaign. At one guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 1, Ethan Powell. At the forward slot, a 6'2" senior, number 3, Avery Giles. At the other guard position, a 6-foot senior, number 14, Willie Mitchell. At the other forward, a 6'4" senior, number 24, Jalen Mullaney. And rounding them out, a 6'2" sophomore guard, number 32, Elias Diallo. Head coach of the Blue Devils is Drew Fountain in his first season as their lead man. He is 4-12, as we mentioned. The Blue Devils operate out of sectional 27. Speedway operates out of sectional 28.
Which tells you they'll be regional opponents. If they both win their sectional, they'll be regional opponent. And believe it or not, this year, the way the regional sets up, they would match up again in the regional. So very interesting tonight.
Mark the calendar down and the pens with a potential matchup to watch for moving forward past tonight. From a Saginaw perspective, Shortridge ranked 232nd overall, 65th in 3A. Speedway 253, 76th in 3A. Speedway is in the road black jersey with the gold numerals and the black trim. Meanwhile, Shortridge in the home white jerseys, blue numerals, lettering, and the black trim.
Magic number 50. Whoever gets to 50 first will probably win this basketball game.
Elias Diallo in white. And the black jersey is Nate Metelic. Ball is tapped, controlled, won by the Spark Plugs. We're underway on a Wednesday night for some high school hoops. Metelic on the drive, had it blocked away, and it was caught by Carson Harrison, but he stepped out of bounds. Turnover for the Spark Plugs, Blue Devil basketball. I've been fed from the production truck, which I had in my notes, so I apologize for missing that earlier. Dark brown jerseys from our vantage point. They just look like they're black in color, but the official colors of the Spark Plugs, brown and gold. Shot blocked away, but it'll stay on this end for the Blue Devils. First look at the Blue Devil offense tonight. Willie Mitchell to trigger over to Avery Giles. He hit a handful of three-pointers in the City Alliance first round. Made some noise for Shortridge. They made a game of that early against Heritage Christian.
Well, he tried to keep them in the game is what he tried to do.
He was the main focal point on offense that kept them alive. The lob to Giles. He catches it in deep, goes up strong and one. The senior draws first blood for the Blue Devils and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to go against Reese Walker, his first on the team. In that loss at Heritage, Giles showed off his three-point shooting for the most part. Tonight, getting those 3 points the hard way. On the other end, an air ball three in the corner by the Spark Plugs. Giles calling for it in transition, unable to get it to him. Now he has it far left. Tatum's dribble in a bad spot. Skip pass to Mitchell.
They will want to run inside out here, Jimmy, and it stepped on the out-of-bounds mark.
Giles arguing he was pushed by Metelic. Official wanted none of it.
I love it when they tell you what happened, but you walk out of bounds anyway. Okay. Play on.
Valentine operates to the right side. It's tough to make a case there. It's particularly tough at this level. No disrespect to the relationship between high schoolers and officials, which I understand they're still young student athletes learning the game. But there's never going to be a discussion. I've never understood that.
That's right. Well, now
they're not going to be like, oh, you know what? You're right. My bad. I missed that.
And in your boat, you got 3 officials working tonight's games with in your production truck. So you got all kinds of officials tonight.
Exactly. Shot on the baseline, blocked away, and stolen away. Coming up with is Willie Mitchell. Great defense there by the Blue Devils. Up ahead, Powell rises and scores. Ethan Powell from the wing. 5-0 Shortridge, early stages first quarter. Speedway trying to find some offense, coming averaging about 51 per game. Hop step Harrison off the window and scores for the first basket of the night for Speedway.
And if you're guarding that baseline, you got to seal that baseline off so he doesn't take that ball to the hole.
Mitchell in a trap Force fed inside the Moloney. It's stolen away. Here come the spark plugs. Harrison, nice feed, hesitation, shot up for Walker, and he's fouled. See if it's in the act. I believe it's going to be. Fouls on Avery Giles, his first. First on Shortridge.
And just to finish my thought, we got our producers, probably one of the finest basketball officials in the state of Indiana. So if there's a controversy, we'll go to him tonight.
Walker's first free throw is good. So you mean it's not going to be like our usual conversation where we have your always impartial takes on what's happening?
Well, that's why I threw it to Troy, because Troy could at least shut off your microphone and we could talk about it.
Walker gets them both. 1 point game. Walker, a 77% shooter from the foul line this season. A little press being applied by Speedway. Nice hesitation. Shot missed. Second chance goes down for Elias Diallo.
I like how he just didn't put the ball back on the floor and just threw it back up.
All the way down the lane. Scoop layup is good. Drew Valentine.
I tell you what, this kid's good. If he could catch his hot, be careful.
Foul on the transition activity. It's going to go, it's Nate Metelic, his first, second on the team. Foul inbound. Gets it into Mitchell. Around a screen, he has Giles there. Instead, he'll force it. He'll scoop layup. That one's off the mark. Big board, Diallo and one. Elias Diallo with 4 in the quarter. A chance to make it 5 at the line.
And once again, he did not put that ball back down on the floor, just went back at it.
Stays consistent in his approach to the basketball. One more look at it. Fouls on Metelic, his second. Third on the team. Timed his jump perfectly there, Coach.
Yep. Great play. Nice job.
Free throw is good. Perfect in foul situations so far are the Blue Devils. There's a triple right side by Cale Bennett, who I believe checked in for Metelic. It's off the mark. 4-point lead for the Blue Devils. Giles rises, fires, and hits.
Wow.
Giles with 6 now, approaching the midway point of this first quarter. The lead is 7, largest of the game for Shortridge.
Shortridge is just in that rhythm. Good game last night, another good game tonight. Maybe this is what they need, really, this stretch.
Could be a turning point for them in the season. Skip pass in the corner. Controlled by Valentine. He tried to force that pass. It's stolen away by the Blue Devils. That one's knocked away again. Falls into the hands of Bennett. Bennett, a 3-on-3. Pass inside. A jump ball tie-up is forced by Diallo. Arrow will stay on this end, I believe.
If you're a young player at home, one of the things that Shortridge did is they're going up the floor and they try to put the ball, throw it back again. You don't ever want to go against your basket anymore. You just want to go all the way up to the floor.
Correction on that. The arrow favored Shortridge. Diallo has his pocket stripped, and he kicked it out of bounds. Basketball back to Speedway.
I'm surprised Speedway has not put pressure yet on the floor with Speedway. Maybe they're afraid of getting in foul trouble early. But I would think that would be one of the things you would want to do.
Try to speed them up, get them out of their game, force some turnovers.
Yes, sir.
Nice pass to Walker. Shot up, off the mark. He'll head to the line.
No.
Oh, excuse me, they just said it was tipped. My apologies. On a dry finger roll, that is a foul and one. 0 for 2 in this stretch. It's an offensive foul.
You look good in your stripes, though,
Thank
Jimmy.
you. I appreciate
look
that.
great
Thank
in
you
your
very
stripes.
much.
Don't forget comfort fresh food every day delivered to your door, to your table. Try our powwow shrimp and steaks. Great stuff. Great staff. Great stuff to eat. Aspen Creek Grill.
Triples an air ball. Rebound by Powell. Aggressive pass to Smith. It's tapped away by Speedway. It'll stay on this end.
And in fact, if you call now, they probably would deliver it for the second half. 317-559-3300.
That gets some Aspen Creek Grill right to your door. Enjoy the
Powell
second half of
shrimp.
some hoops. Man.
I'm ready.
Powell, nice pass inside. Molney adjusts and scores. Jalen Molney, his first basket of the night, the fourth Blue Devil to score, 9-point game. Speedway struggling offensively, Coach. They've had a couple good looks from beyond the arc, but unable to knock them down.
Yeah, just run your offense, stay patient, but I think you really need to score down to 4.
Walker, pass on the baseline, tipped up, offensive rebound. Bennett, he forces the issue. That won't go. Rebound steal to Smith. Up ahead, Powell from Giles lays it up and in. Powell now with 4 and a Speedway timeout. Looks like it's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:51 left to go in this first quarter. 11-point lead for the Blue Devils on Indiana SRN. Tonight's game brought to you by the Morales Group. At the Morales Group, we're in the business to create a better future for you and your family. Call us today at 317-472-7600. 9 locations in central Indiana. The Morales Group.
You know, that timeout, Jimmy, another good timeout with 2:51 left in the first quarter. Settle your kids down, tell them what you're doing well, and then tell them how you want them to pursue. I think you'll see them try to go inside here.
Well, this is suddenly a critical juncture in the game for Speedway. Plenty of time left, but an 11-point deficit, the way their offense has looked so far last night, can be incredibly troubling if you don't get some confidence baskets underneath your belt. Turnover there out of the timeout. Molney scooped it up. Now to Mitchell. Giles back to Mitchell at the top. Beautiful ball movement. Catch and shoot. Smith for 3. It's good. Will Smith from downtown.
They have just carried on from last night, haven't they? Have not missed a beat.
Precision all over the floor, particularly from downtown. Bank shot way off the mark. Bennett tried to rip it away from Powell. He spins around a defender. Make that Giles, rather, to Mitchell. Smith again. That one's an air ball and a heat check from him, but a loose ball foul. Going to go, I think, against Powell, and if it does, that's the worst way to end that possession because the shot was off the mark, but then you have your sophomore pick up a personal.
Yeah, there's no need to you hold over there to block out because you already had the advantage. Real quick, want to say hi to the athletic directors of both schools, Brian Avery's and Greg Hyjak. Thank you very much for all you guys did to get us on the air tonight. We appreciate it.
Wachter. Down the lane, Bennett. Beautiful pass in the corner, 3 in the air. No friendly rim, no second chance. It's suddenly a 3-on-1 for the Blue Devils. Nice pass to Smith, who lays it up and in. Smith with 5 in the quarter. It's ballooned to a 16-point lead.
And right now, it's a clinic.
Down the lane, shot up, shot off the mark, Smith the board.
One shot and done. That's not what you want.
Mitchell hesitates, might have walked with it right side. Powell for 3, good. 7 points for Powell, a 19-point lead for the Blue Devils. And a foul called against Shortridge.
That's a silly foul. You know, just you're playing aggressive. I understand that, but don't reach. Don't. You know,
well,
right now.
It's an emotional foul. You're riding high right now. You're
point.
up 19. you're not wrong. It's the wrong play. You should be more level-headed than committing the foul there, but
well, yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying where the player's coming from.
I'm shocked that you're not disagreeing with me because that's what usually you do. So it's okay. And that's why we're partnered, right? Exactly.
Valentine gives over.
I mean, I didn't scratch your name off the list today. I'm here. I showed up.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. You need to work.
Skip pass, corner, Valentine for three. An answer finally for the Spark Plugs.
And that's where he can hurt you too, Jimmy. This kid is a streak shooter.
Smith gives to Diallo. Under 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Powell. Lazy pass. It's stolen away. Off to the races. Bennett. The layup. He missed it. And a foul by Bennett in frustration. Great defense by Mitchell. He did not give up on the play. And most importantly, he did not foul.
I think Bennett thought they were going to be contact there, and that's why he threw it up on the rim, but he avoided the contact. Good no call. And then the foul that occurred just because of the frustration.
Mitchell and the Blue Devils likely to hold for one here. Smith with 10, back to Mitchell.
Who are you going to give it to?
I think whoever's open is going to pull that trigger.
I think you're right.
They force the pass and turn it over with two, with one, and a hand check foul, not in the act by Smith. It's the 5th team foul on Shortridge, so in theory, no harm but a foul.
And you got to love Coach Fountain immediately go, what are you doing 50 feet away from the basket?
Quick inbound. They're not going to get a heave. Great defense there by the Blue Devils. End of the first, all Shortridge, 25-9. They lead by 16. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter up after this. You're watching High School Hoops on Indiana SRN and IPSathletics.tv.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Back at Shortridge High School, Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers here on Indiana SRN and IPSathletics.tv. What a wonderful partnership this has been all season long with IPS, able to bring a number of different schools around the central Indiana to the spotlight through our broadcast, and what a fruitful partnership it's been with IPSathletics.tv.
It's been nothing but gorgeous.
Speaking of gorgeous, that layup almost scored. Just missed it off the mark, though, did Valentine. He's had a couple of nice drives like that. 16-point deficit for Speedway. Coach, you felt like there were a number of possessions that might have been wasted with just one shot, one dribble.
Yeah, one shot, one dribble, maybe 3 or 4 of those. You got to work that around. Right now, time, you still got plenty of time in this basketball game. Take your time, run your offense, be deliberate.
Smith lays it up and in. What a find by Powell. Smith had 5 in that first quarter, has 7 now on the night. Speedway looking for some offense, rejected and sent back. I believe that was Mitchell on the swat.
Is that something you say, return to sender?
Return to sender,
Thank
indeed.
You. Hey, I'm learning.
Valentine. Bad spot to pick up the dribble. Gets it back, though. Got the defenders all confused, and what a find. Jackson Smith with the finish, but all the artwork done there by the senior, Drew Valentine.
The no-look pass, I like it.
Makes it a 16-point game.
Silly. See, you're 55 feet away from the basket. You should know.
Smith shuffles the feet there for those that might have looked down for a second.
That frustration worked on my hair back in the day?
A little bit.
Oh.
We don't have an in-house camera.
Someone asked me the other day, he said, how did you tolerate coaching? I got out of it. That's how.
That's a great point.
You got to.
I feel like that's the answer for most coaches that don't do it anymore.
You love it, though.
3 seconds called on Jackson Smith. So both teams exchange unforced errors. Here about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Timeout taken by Shortridge. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. 6:30 left to go in this second quarter. Blue Devils by 16.
KOA Campgrounds Indianapolis. Make your reservations for 2021 now. Weekends are filling up fast. KOA located east of Indianapolis off of I-70, Mount Comfort Road, KOA.com. I tell you what, been there camping. Great place to camp. Got a great swim park. I don't think I would recommend it now, but during the summer, that is going to be a great. Give them a call. I mean, it will fill up fast. KOA Campgrounds.
That's good of you to not recommend anybody to go to a swim park in 30-degree weather or worse.
I thought that would be the best thing I could do.
It's a good disclaimer for you to add there.
Isn't that kind of
Yes.
cool? My doctor would be
It's
happy
thoughtful.
with me,
It's
too.
thoughtful.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You can tell we're having a great night tonight.
Blue Devils walking across the timeline. Allow the basketball to the timeout.
It's our producer, He's just the top-notch dude. He makes us happy.
Shout out to Troy doing a phenomenal job as always. Mitchell catch and shoot 3, left it short. Diallo unable to get the board. Valentine leading the way with 5 for Speedway. Hands to Harrison. Nice feed to Smith.
See, that's a great
Sent
ball
back.
fake. Great ball fake, though. Just keep going.
Skip pass to Powell. Tipped away. Taken by Speedway. And then another turnover. Mitchell sees daylight. Euros to the rim. Is it an offensive foul, Coach?
Yes.
Offensive foul, they say. Evan Owens draws the charge. Foul's going to go against Mitchell. That's his second charge of the night and his second personal in general.
Check us out tomorrow night. The last conference game of the Circle City Conference of Girls Basketball. Covenant Christian, Gearing Catholic. Going to be a great matchup. 7:30 start right here on Indiana SRN.
Foul's on Mitchell, I think, again. If so, it's his third. Oh, it's a technical foul. Excuse
Wow. I don't know what he said, but I will tell you this. That's his third, and now you sit there for a while.
We'll mark it down at 5:45 in this second quarter. Is this a momentum swing in this game? Valentine hits the first. He'll have one more, and Speedway will have possession of the basketball. Got them both. Valentine knocks them down.
And you're right, Jimmy. Now it's a 14-point lead. Now there's some momentum for your team. Your team feels pretty good about yourself. You've run off 3, 4, 5, 6 points here. You're right back in it. If you can cut this within 8 at halftime, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Going to hang your hat on that every chance you get. Valentine forces in the middle. Walker now. A 2-3 zone look by the Blue Devils.
They went away from the man-to-man and now go to that 2-3 zone, daring them to go out and shoot outside.
Valentine finds a man in the corner. It's Walker, but he shuffled the feet, I think, to get there. No, is it a foul?
An illegal screen down.
Illegal screen is the call. Foul is on Jackson Smith, his first. Fifth on the team.
Yes, sir.
Shuffled the feet there to Josh Steiger.
And, the start of this quarter, both teams now kind of staggered a little bit. They had to, there's a right rhythm right there for Shortridge in the first quarter, but they lost their, if you will, mojo a little bit. Got to regroup here. Fortunately, you're still up by 14.
It's gotten sluggish and sloppy for both teams, but the beneficiary right now, you're exactly right, is Shortridge with that advantage. Pass in the middle of the zone. Great way to defeat it. They get it back to Valentine. Catch and shoot way off the mark. Ripping away the rebound is Metallic. He adjusts and hits the base of the backboard.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think he took about 4 steps and got away with it.
might have shuffled the feet, you're saying?
Yeah, it might have got tapped. If it got tapped, then I'm completely wrong. Basket.
Josh Stigger makes the basket. His first field goal of the game. The sixth different Blue Devil to score. Now a steal. Up the other way. Layup. Good by Giles. Give him 8. Make it an 18-point advantage. When we talked about maybe it was a turning point, Speedway offense still has not come alive.
Yeah.
Valentine working on the far side of the zone. Skip it to Metallic. He'll shoot. Long. Board won by Giles. Ripped that one away.
Shortridge is just so good about getting rebound.
Powell catch and shoot from Giles is good. Powell's second 3 of the ball game. He's now got 10 to lead the way for the Blue Devils. And it's blown wide open to a 21-point lead.
You know, I said 50 is a magic number. They could have 50 before halftime.
Wild shot thrown up by Walker. Can't get it to go, but he draws contact. Foul goes against Jalen Molney. Free throws upcoming. First one's good.
Burtner Electric has been serving Noblesville and the area since 1986. Give them a call if you need electrical needs in Indianapolis, Westfield, Anderson, Tipton, and Elwood. 317-773-7663. Burtner Electric.
Both free throws made by Walker. Makes it a 19-point game and a 5-second count. I want to give correction, Jalen Molnix on that personal a couple seconds ago that led to those free throws from Walker. Walker now has 4 points, all at the charity stripe. Valentine quickly into Harrison. He's trapped. Bounces right to Metallic. His shot off the mark. Oh, Blue Devils control the basketball.
Look at the foot speed there.
Giles wants it back. Thought he might try to pull there. Instead, brings it back out to reset.
I just like Powell. Powell, give me the ball.
Skip over to Stigger. Now Giles controls. Back to Powell. Working around this zone. On the drive, a pull-up at mid-range is good. Stigger now has 4. 36-15. Speedway doesn't find some answers soon. It's going to be a long second half. Metallic skip pass. Finds Valentine. Now Drew gets it back. Force it on the baseline. Shot off the iron. Won't go. Another rebound for Shortridge.
They have been emptied a couple of times down the floor. A little bit of frustration.
Powell sidesteps. His 3 is short. Rebound won by Molnix. Goes up strong and scores.
How about the big fella?
Jalen Molnix now with 4. 38-15. Lead is 23. Forced pass inside to Wachter. Just off his fingertips. Goes out of bounds, back to Shortridge.
I love the coaching job. Every single assistant go off the bench. Encouragement for the Shortridge Blue Devils.
Skip pass up to Giles all the way to the rim.
Was that just one dribble?
It was.
That's pretty impressive.
One pass and dribble. 10 points for Giles to match Powell for leading score honors. 3 in and out for Walker. Rebound cleared by Molnix. Powell at the logo. In between the circles, he goes. Had it stolen away. Great defense there by Valentine. 1-on-1. Hesitates and scores. Valentine now with 9. Smith. Oh, thought he had Molnix open instead of 2-on-1. That's almost turned over. Blue Devils back on defense. Around the horn, a forced three is knocked down. Carson Harrison from deep in the corner. Timeout taken by Shortridge. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 1:08 left to go in this second quarter. 20 points doubled up as Shortridge on Speedway on IPSathletics.tv and Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
.108 left to go in this first half. Shortridge has doubled up Speedway. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. Coach, plenty of games on the docket this week.
Fantastic. Friday is this Friday. Central Christian taking on Greenwood Christian Boys, 7:30. Tinley at Heritage Christian Boys, 7:30 start. Park Tudor and Washington, 7:30 start, all on the network this Friday night. Got several games for you Saturday and a slew of games for you next week. We'll break it down for you in a couple minutes.
Stigger finds Molnix, who fearlessly goes down the baseline and scores. Molnix now with 4 in the quarter. 6 on the night, rising, firing, and banking it in is Drew Valentine.
I did hear him call bank, though, so that's good.
It's an important distinction. Give him 12 now to lead all scores. Bank staying open after hours for Speedway. Outside of that promising basket, though, it's been a long first half for them, all dominated by Shortridge. Final 15 seconds. Looks like the Blue Devils might just hold for one. Giles calls for a screen. Rolls off it with 5. Giles picked up his dribble in a tough spot. Wants it back. He might not get it back. Smith hoists. Well off the mark. Stripped on the way up was Diallo. Out of bounds it goes, and that will end our first half of play. A dominant performance in half number 1 by Shortridge. They lead it 42-23 at the halftime intermission. We'll step away, and we'll have third quarter action for you in just a little bit. Again, the score at halftime, a 19-point advantage for Shortridge. They lead Speedway 42-23. You're watching High School Hoops on Indiana SRN and IPSathletics.tv.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
Shortridge High School.
My favorite thing about Shortridge is the teachers, because they're always there.
Project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Halftime at Shortridge High School, 42-23 your score, a 19-point advantage for the Blue Devils. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers. Coach, starting first with Speedway. They came in averaging right around 51 points per game, so they're not too far below what they're ordinarily putting up at this juncture. However, that onslaught by Shortridge, particularly on the later stages of that first quarter, really put this thing out of reach early so far.
You make a good point. You know, you're averaging 51, you got 23, so you feel pretty good about your points. The thing is, you gave up 42, and you gave up 42 by them getting aggressive down the floor, hitting layups. Good point here. If Shortridge limited their turnovers to 5 or 6 less turnovers, that could be 10 or 12 more points, and then you're looking at a huge deficit. Right now, is it feasible? I think so. Can it be done? I think so, but you got to play almost near perfect in the second half.
On Shortridge side of the coin, there's always room for improvement, but maybe it's just those turnovers you mentioned. Otherwise, a really solid half.
Two things I take out of that: the turnover and the unnecessary techno foul. You want your kids to be disciplined enough to handle any situation and control it within yourself. Anytime my team got a techno foul or I got a techno foul, I got to go see my principal. My person, whoever got the techno foul, will get to see me in the office. You want to be disciplined enough to control all emotions, because this is a huge emotional game.
Individually on both sides, if I was giving out a halftime award, the play of Ethan Powell and Avery Giles has been phenomenal for Shortridge. On the other side of the coin for Speedway, Drew Valentine's had a heck of a game.
Drew always has a good game, and the two kids you mentioned, they've been doing it all year for them. So it'll be very interesting to go.
We're going to step away. We come back. We'll have the start of the third quarter. Halftime here at Shortridge High School. Blue Devils 42, Speedway 23 on Indiana SRN and IPSathletics.tv.
You got a broken door, trapped car, you can't buy time. We take it very seriously and take pride in being responsive.
We have all of Central Indiana covered, from Martinsville,
Avon, up to Anderson,
to Cicero.
There's always somebody in your area.
It's important that we're able to get there, same day, because people's time is valuable.
On our trucks, we carry just about everything we need to fix a garage door right then and there.
Sunshine, rain, or snow, we're good to go.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Summer Heating and Cooling brings you back the second half. World-class service at affordable prices, 24/7 emergency response service, free estimates, local free estimates. Give them a call today. If you need a furnace, they're the person to go to, 317-662-2164. Jimmy?
That's the coach, Keith Myers. I'm Jimmy Cook. A foul out of the gate. Excuse me, a timeout, rather. 30-second timeout out of the gate. We'll stay here.
Now, ask me, why would you do that?
Coach, why would you do that?
Because your kids did not listen to you in the huddle. You had something you wanted to set up. They didn't. This is time that you correct them because you're up 42-23.
I can't argue that.
It will get their attention, and also the wind sprints tomorrow that they're probably going to be ready tomorrow.
Got to enjoy the moment, I guess, right now if you're one of those players. Not a fun afternoon,
right,
I'm sure.
Well, right now, but it's good foundation that he's laying. Pardon the pun, but it's great foundation he's learning because these kids 5, 6, 7 years from now and other kids that want to play with him coming in will understand his system, and that's exactly what you're doing. You're laying that foundation.
It's a really good point.
Great timeout, Coach, when you're watching this tonight at midnight.
Blue Devils give over to Giles. Avery knifing through the lane. Back to Powell. Over to Giles. They'll reset things. Did not like what he saw. Diallo.
They're also taking time off the clock, which will eliminate possessions for Speedway.
Just dripping it down. Steal there by Valentine.
Nice move.
Drew. Nice feed to Metallic. Back to Valentine. He had 12 points in that first half. Up and under. Too strong. Rebound Giles. It's a 3-on-2. Up to Powell. Powell goes right at the contact and will head to the charity stripe. Blocking foul called on the Spark Plugs. Going to go against Metallic. Have that for his third. First on either team in this second half.
Feel pretty good scoring 42 points in the first half. Let's see if you can finish this up pretty quickly here.
10 points for Powell in that first half. Trying to get his first point in the second half after that first missed free throw. Iron kind that time to Ethan Powell, the sophomore now with 11. Harrison operates the top. Almost picked up the pivot foot. Now Watcher. Harrison works it back around. Not a ton of movement without the basketball by the Spark Plugs. Valentine speeds it up a bit.
What I really like, though, they did balance the floor. Nice shot.
Hanging and scoring is Valentine. Give him 14 on the evening. Ball thrown out of bounds. It'll be Blue Devils basketball.
Now that violation must have occurred. Are they going to get? No, they're going to give this to Speedway.
Correction. Go to the Spark Plugs.
Did that get deflected?
I don't know. From our vantage point, I heard White yelled about 6 times. But apparently
so
that's not referring to home and road teams. All's well that ends well, I suppose. Stepped on the end line there to the Spark Plugs. Give it back to Shortridge.
And they even pointed that direction as well. So maybe she saw the deflection. That's good.
Good for the officials to clarify. Almost a 5-second count.
They've already had one tonight.
Stigger able to get it in. Now controls. Josh hands off to Giles. Powering his way down the lane. Wild shot off the mark Rebound, Molnix who scores.
How about the rebound of Molnix?
Jalen Molnix now with 8 points, 6 of which came in that first half, and you've been really impressed with his rebounding so far.
I like his rebounding. He's a wide body, and he knows it. Fills a lot of space. Look at him step up there. Good job, young man.
Valentine still scores. 14 rather for Valentine.
I like Drew Valentine. Good player.
Should have trusted my gut. We'll call it 14 officially for Valentine. Giles a 3 off the mark. Rebound Harrison. Carson Harrison a nice board. Forces it right side. Catch and shoot. 3 in the air and through the bottom of the net for Nate Metelic.
How about this rhythm here? Nice job for Speedway. Cut it within 15.
It's a 7-3 run. Giles fouled on the floor. He was thinking he might get a chance to turn that home, make it a 3-point play. Instead left the inbound. Fouls on Reese Walker. His second on the team. Powell gives to Giles. He wanted to catch and shoot and walked with it in the process.
Now, if you're a young man at home, when you catch that ball, put the ball on the floor right away to take that step. Don't look, don't spin, put the ball on the floor. You're not going to get called for traveling.
I don't know if you will believe me on this or not, but I believe had he gone up and shot that, they wouldn't have called that.
No, because it's a continuous motion.
Right.
That's correct.
See, you
know where strikes.
Look at this. Valentine catch and shoot. Off the mark.
If you want to be official like Jimmy Cook, call the association office tomorrow. We need good officials. Officially human, we want to thank them as well to be involved in recruiting our officials.
Giles at the top, gives to Powell. Puts his head down. Sent back and rejected by Harrison. Get that out of here, he says.
A lot of associations out there, they'll train you. We need great officials, and then we need great sportsmanship parents so we can give those officials what they deserve. It's a hard job. We need to give them their just due as well.
A vacation?
No.
On the drive, layup is good. Reese Walker scores at his first field goal of the night.
Verbal praise would be always good.
Diallo, nice Euro and a finish. Elias Diallo. 7 points for him. A drive with a lot of contact behind it.
Good sportsmanship there. Get him up.
Helping up Valentine. Could not score the basket, but he can earn the 2 points the hard way at the line. I want to remind you when we have a second that up next for the Spark Plugs, they'll be in action 3 days from now when they host Cascade before a 3-game road trip. For Shortridge, they'll begin a 4-game road trip, including one of which being a neutral site, the Pioneer Conference playoffs. That kicks off their journey a couple days from now when they go to Traders Point.
Yep, we have that game on SRN, Indiana SRN, and then we also have them against Garen on the 9th. We get to see them 3 times in a row. Get ready, Mr. Athletic Director. It's going to be a fun ride.
Valentine left that one short. Rebound Giles. Nice pass, but it's turned over. Valentine walks it up. Harrison. Nice drive, wild take. No contact, they say, on that drive from Reese Walker. It'll be Valentine as the trigger man. Lead is quietly down to 14, Coach. Valentine to make it 11. Short. Rebound Powell. Ethan forced the pass, somehow saved by Harrison. Here come the spark plugs. Valentine, nice crossover. Now he's almost triple teamed. Extra pass, left side. Owens off the bench is 3 no good. Walker goes up for the board and
Oh,
wide.
my.
Reese Walker.
How about that determination?
He had no field goals prior to this quarter. Now he has 2 of them. Give him 8 points on the night, a chance for 9, and to make it an 11-point game. One more look at this.
How about this here? It's a shot right here. Straight up. Nice job. Now finish it.
He does. 47-36 your score. 11-point game. Giles to silence the run. He does. A hop, a skip, and a jump for Avery Giles. His first basket of the quarter. Give him 12 on the night. Valentine. A tough triple is knocked down by Nate Metelic.
He's got 2 of those today in this quarter.
10-point game. It's a 16-7 run in the quarter for Speedway. Giles gives to Mullenix. Blocking foul is called.
Okay.
I'm going to judge by your body language there that.
Man, I think he really took it. I think he took it on the chest, but no. 30-second timeout now by Speedway.
We'll stay here. Here in the third quarter, a 10-point advantage for Shortridge, but Speedway knocking on the door. Want to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by McIntyre Imaging. Show your support of McIntyre Imaging by visiting them online at McIntyreImaging.com. You can also access more information and specials for Indiana SRN by clicking on their webpage or by calling Liz at 317-997-9570. McIntyre Imaging, full-service imaging solutions.
Stay with us tomorrow night, Thursday night, girls basketball. It's the last Circle City Conference game. Covenant Christian taking on Garing Catholic, 7:30 start. And fantastic Friday, 3 games for you. Central Christian at Greenwood Christian, Tinley at Heritage Christian, Park Tudor at Washington, all on the networks of Indiana SRN, IPS Athletics, where you're always in the game.
Inbound to Powell. Shortridge in need of a basket to try to get a little more cushion to this lead. Speedway's been slowly chipping at it. Smith down the lane and scores. Will Smith's first field goal of the second half.
Got to feel pretty good, though, if you're Speedway right now. You're right back in it. You're in the rhythm.
Giving yourself an opportunity. Walker drives and scores. Reese Walker having himself a second half. He's got 6 in this third quarter alone.
And they've cut it within 10.
Make that 7 for Walker in the quarter. Blue Devils suddenly find themselves the ones searching for offensive answers. Mitchell forcing the issue, and he traveled. Feels like all of a sudden Coach Shortridge just resorted into a hero ball team.
Exactly. Good point. That's exactly what it's my turn down the floor to get the ball. It's my turn down the floor to shoot the ball. This will be corrected. I will guarantee you this will be corrected.
If you're a Shortridge fan, I would hope as soon as the end of the third, be readjustments there, if not sooner. Valentine from the top of the key. It's good.
Valentine is having a night.
6 points for Valentine in this third quarter. 18 on the night. 7-point game. It's a 21-9 run. Mitchell cannot get it to fall, but will head to the line to add a little separation for Shortridge.
40 on our scoreboard. Willie Mitchell needs these baskets.
Some confidence for the young man. Hasn't had a lot of playing time since that technical foul was issued in the mid stages of the first half. Gets that first one to go and gets his first point of the night. Elias Diallo back in the game. Jalen Molnix takes a seat. Under a minute to go in this third quarter.
Want to shout out to our good friend Bobby Allen, the head coach at Gearing Catholic, watching this on the tube. He's got the big screen, got the popcorn going. Thanks for listening and watching, Coach. Appreciate it.
53-43. Correction adjustment there on the Shortridge score. Now a 10-point game.
Well, you still, right now, go to the basket.
Walker had it sent back or might have just blown the layup. Tough to tell from our vantage point. And now Shortridge will, rightly so, hit the brakes a bit. Maybe hold for one.
Yeah, if anything, you want to take this ball down to at least 5.
Giles gets it back from Mitchell. How patient will Shortridge stay? So far, so good. Giles, nice crossover. Almost lost it, though.
Look at the hands.
Beautiful active hands there by Walker. And an offensive foul. Giles' second of the game. And now this is interesting because 7.6 left to go in the third. That's a chance for a quality look for Speedway.
And Walker, what he did is he played man defense straight up and down. Great defense.
Valentine. They get a left side with 2. Harrison stepped on the sideline, wasted opportunity for Speedway. Got to be crisper with that in that situation.
And again, if you're playing youth basketball, don't go to the basket. You gotta defend here because they have shooters on the floor.
Mitchell gets it into Powell. He'll fire. Did he get it off? No, he did not. Wouldn't have counted anyway. End of the third quarter. Shortridge by 10, but Speedway coming right along for a chance to steal this one. Final quarter up next on Indiana SRN and IPSathletics.tv.
Cold is just around the corner, and here at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling,
we're ready for anything.
We care about our craft like we care about our customers.
Our technicians are fully certified
and up to speed on the latest equipment.
Available 24/7, we don't leave anybody in the cold.
That's our top priority.
We don't just work for the company,
we are the company.
So we do the best we can for every one of our customers.
Trust the name you know at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We take pride in your comfort. Just call Summers. Summers.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Back for the final quarter at Shortridge High School. A look at the Shortridge huddle with a 10-point lead. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach Keith Myers here on IPSathletics.tv and Indiana SRN. Coach, a critical quarter there for Speedway in the third as they outscore Shortridge 20-11.
And at halftime, Coach Bennett, a good pro, probably just tell him, just relax. Let's just play our game. And let's just outscore him this quarter. And he did that. He does that again. They win this game, Jimmy. Shortridge has to put up some offensive points, and then they have to play some good defense.
Looks like a 1-3-1 look here for Shortridge. Adjustment by Valentine. He scores. Drew Valentine. 20 for him in this ball game.
20 of the 45. I think he would be the guy that you want on the floor, wouldn't you?
Powell might have pushed off to get that separation. Does not get away with it. It's a rebound there for Speedway and a loose ball foul against Shortridge. Completely agree with you on top of that, Coach. This is a very, very, very interesting situation right now because we've seen a handful of Shortridge games.
Yes.
But Speedway was very lackadaisical offensively in that first half. That third quarter, they hit a rhythm.
Yep.
You switch to a 1-3-1 look now. Opens up areas to get beat on the back end of the zone. This could get interesting.
And you got shooters like Valentine that can knock it down.
Nice adjustment and scoring is Evan Owens for his first basket of the game. 6-point contest. Giles forcing the issue. Can't get it to go. Got his own board. A power dribble and one. Avery Giles silencing the run a bit there. A much-needed basket and a chance for a three-point play for the Blue Devils.
Now, if you're a Shortridge fan, you're breathing a little bit more, a little bit easier now, but it's neck and tuck here.
I need a basket to silence things, get some confidence going. Giles hits the free throw calmly. Give him 15. Put the lead back to 9.
You scored 25 in the first quarter, Jimmy.
Held to 11 in the second. Catch and shoot triple. Won't go for Walker. Giles off to the races. Has a defender on his hip. Lays it up. Lays it in. Giles with 5 straight. Lead back to double figures in the blink of an eye.
You saw Giles try to get that three-point play and good defense to back away.
Smart play there by the Sparkplugs. Walker forced the issue to Harrison. Looking for some help. Risky bounce pass. Valentine matches up with Powell. On the drive, rises, and scores it. 22 for Drew Valentine. Almost half of Speedway's points in this ball game go to the senior. Look away pass to Smith is good. What a find by Ethan Powell. And suddenly it's a track meet with scoring. Valentine gives to Harrison. He'll launch a three. That's good. Carson Harrison from downtown.
Okay, I'm running out of space in my scorebook here.
8 points for Harrison. 8-point ball game.
Oh, nice.
Smith forced the pass.
Got numbers.
Harrison has it. 1-on-3. All the way to the rim. It's a blocking foul. So Carson Harrison will head to the charity stripe with a chance to cut into this lead further.
Boy, if he had knocked that down, the people of Speedway would be yelling and screaming, wouldn't they?
Those that made the trip. You can see a couple there in attendance.
Well, I'm sure the Smith family is watching this at home or at least in the stands, and they're excited about this comeback.
Harrison, first free throw, good. A 40% free throw shooter on the season. As a team, Speedway shoots at about a 70% clip from the line.
Shout out to the Speedway Sparkplug girls basketball team heading to the sectional. Playing very, very well, Joe Smith's ball club.
Good luck to them. 10 points for Harrison. Gets them both. 6-point game.
And speaking of sectionals, as we got a timeout here.
Timeout taken by Speedway. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:16 left to go on this one. Do not go anywhere. The Sparkplugs within 6 on IPSathletics.tv.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Tonight's game brought to you by Chimney Solutions. The team at Chimney Solutions travels throughout the Indianapolis area, making chimney and fireplace maintenance as easy, affordable, and stress-free as possible. Whether your chimney system is in need of a simple sweeping or some major repair work, you can count on the Chimney Safety Institute of America certified team at Chimney Solutions to take great care of you. Call them today at 317-757-6979.
Say hi to Chris for us, will you, please?
Shortridge with the basketball out of the timeout. Their lead is down to 6. It's been as high as 16.
Look at the deep. I mean, you can tell these kids at Speedway has determination.
And correction on that, the lead's been as high as 23. Back at 38-15. Basket is good. Made there by Molnix. He now has 10, lead back to 8. Speedway looking to continue their offensive rhythm. Harrison hit a big three a second ago. Another zone look here for Shortridge. Metallics hit a couple big ones. Pass inside. adjusting for it. Might have rushed the shot there, did Walker, but he's able to get the rebound. And is it a timeout or is it an over the back? The officials are going to concur.
Going to
call jump ball. Oh. That arrow favors Shortridge. It's the last thing you wanted there if you're Speedway.
Well, he had multiple choice, A, B, C, or D, none of the above.
He went behind door number 3 there for that call. Stigger looks to inbound. Close to a 5-second count. Giles comes to the basketball.
How about the defense stepping up here for Speedway?
Giles almost had his pocket picked. It's been critical for this rally. Can't be understated how strong the defense has been. Giles matching up. Might have extended the hand there. Instead, they'll say body contact on Walker. Have him for his third unofficially.
We talked about the girls' sectional starting next week. February 2nd, we're at 2 locations, sectional 59, 1A, and sectional 27 at Heritage Christian. If you'd like to help put young ladies on the tube, contact us at coach@IndianaSRN. You'll be glad you did.
Diallo with the reverse. 9 points for Elias Diallo. Big-time basket there for the Blue Devils. Halfway through this final quarter, the lead is 10. Kicked ball, it'll stay with Speedway. Take one more look at that Diallo shot.
Look at that. Just did a nice job. Just took care of the basketball.
Valentine finds his man. Shot is good by Metelic.
He's had a quarter.
8 points for him on the night. Back to an 8-point game. Shortridge trying to put it to bed. They're going to call a timeout. See if it's a full or a 30. It is a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 3:37 left to go in this final quarter. Shortridge leads, but it's down to 8 on Indiana SRN and IPSathletics.tv.
Hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Don't forget to check out that YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate that. You can catch all those archive games as well. I know both coaches will probably go home, settle down, get probably a cheeseburger, and watch this game again. So thanks for watching it, coaches.
That's the coach, Keith Myers. I'm Jimmy Cook out of the timeout from Shortridge. 3.5 to go in this one. Blue Devils with the basketball, clinging to an 8-point lead. Giles might have shuffled the feet there. Picked it up in a tough spot. Diallo resets, force inside to Molnix. Powering through. Offensive foul. Molnix used the forearm to get separation.
I mean, he did a nice job. The first collision, you got to let go. I think she made a good job. But when he did.
Even the second one I thought was fine, but one, you're exactly right.
The arm caused it. Great officiating.
And great job by the Speedway defender to take that paw.
And we have seen that lady official, several times this year. She has had some big-time games. She has done a great job. Well, they all do, but great job. Way to stay with the play.
Hats off to her.
And this is smart play because now time is not your friend.
Harrison, make that metallic rather. Shot from the elbow, might have rushed that, off the mark. Rebound, Shortridge. And now Avery Giles will calmly walk it up the floor.
I don't know what the biggest kick I have is watching our producer try to call a foul.
Stigger at the top, around a screen. Now Diallo measures. He almost got away with an extension.
See the extension of the arm.
Powell spinning, turning, is fouled. Valentine can't believe it. Two shots for Ethan Powell.
So now you shoot 2 shots down here. If you're Shortridge, while the clock is off, you do want to continue to score. For Speedway, you fought back so hard right now. You just got to stay with the game plan.
You've had opportunities to chip away further. Both made there by Powell. He now has 14, make that 13 rather. Catch and shoot Harrison. Long, rebound Diallo.
Too quick, I think, Jimmy. You got to set up your offense.
Harrison shoots it under 30% from beyond the arc. Tend to agree with you there, Coach. Might have forced the issue a little too much. Powell on that handoff. Picked up his dribble in a tight spot. Active hands by Walker. Beautiful find. Powell adjusts and scores.
How about that, adjusting in the air?
15 for Powell. Back to a 12-point game.
Now you got to feel a little bit comfortable, but it's still not over.
Valentine rises, fires, in and out. Halfway down, thought it was going to go. It's saved, though, by Walker.
That was all
Valentine.
That was all the way down to Speedway, Indiana. That shot.
Another forced triple. Off the mark. Rebound won by the Blue Devils, but forcing out of bounds there was Walker, so it'll stay on this end. Well, it's clear what Speedway has gotten into. They're still looking for the best shot, but
they're going to
for
go
them,
for
the best
three.
shot is for the three right now.
Yeah, they're going to go for the 3 first. Size difference.
Valentine skies it in. Harrison. Now Walker. Clock is not their friend. Valentine thought about a triple. Splits the double team. Catch and shoot 3. Good. Knockdown. Walker. Full timeout. We'll take a break. 1:33 to go left in the fourth. 9-point lead on Indiana SRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you can be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the Indiana SRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
On our SRN scoreboard, we got a score final for you. Greenwood defeated Chittard 58-44. That game was played at Chittard High School. Greenwood, I tell you what, Joe has got Greenwood playing really, really well, Jimmy. They're getting ready for the last month of the schedule.
Pass inside and a foul called against Speedway. They're exactly right, Coach. Anytime, especially you can get a win in that building at Chittard.
Chittard, Roncalli, Cecina, Ritter. You get wins in those buildings. You played very, very hard.
Even throw Rebuff, Cathedral, those types in the mix as well. One-on-one opportunity now.
Your Hall of Fame star is still at Roncalli, right? The star.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. There's a microphone in the rafters. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought. You and Brownie.
Yeah, the great Rob Brown.
Yep.
Mitchell at the line for a 1-and-1. Off the mark. Rebound won by Diallo. Well, for a second it looked like he won it, but instead he throws it away over to Speedway. They have some life.
Push the ball.
Less than 90 seconds to go in regulation. Harrison for 3. Off the mark. Last touch by Shortridge. It'll stay on this end. Speedway's had a couple good looks these last couple minutes, but have been unofficially one of their last 6 from downtown. Valentine to inbound. Skips it to Owens.
There he is.
Owens to Walker. Walker finds Metelic. They're running out of time here. Valentine has to know they're going to have to force eventually. Get some separation. In a ton of trouble. Harrison heaves. Off the mark. Rebound won by Stigger. Now you got to start fouling. Up ahead to Molnix. Almost carried it. He scores. Jalen Molnix with 12. We're getting close to putting this one in the cooler. 11-point advantage for Shortridge. Valentine up and under. He's fouled, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty smart foul. You never want to foul, but that's a pretty smart foul. Now they got to earn 2. I think if I calculate correct, I think Shortridge has probably got this game won, Jimmy.
I would tend to agree. Barring just a crazy collapse. Valentine, though, has had a heck of a ball game tonight. 23 points for him in what will likely be a losing effort as he has one more free throw. The senior doing his part tonight for the Sparkplugs.
You know, this is their second game in 36 days. You could tell early in the first half there was a lot of rest. They played an exceptionally good second half. A couple of turnovers here or there, but you got to be happy with their point total in the second half.
24 for him. Jump ball tie-up for Speedway Basketball, 9-point game. You still think this far into the clock situation that it's probably over, but Speedway not going quietly into the night.
You know, if they come back and win this game, both of us will have egg on our face. We'll just blame it on Troy, our producer.
I've covered my bases. I don't know. Speak for yourself, friend.
I got you.
Harrison inbound. Tried to kick it right side and instead shuffled the feet. Blue Devils forced the turnover. How about this for Shortridge? They're going to score 18 points above their average per game tonight in this one. And Speedway right there with them, 10 points up.
Wow.
High scoring affair for both teams. Foul committed by Speedway. It'll send Shortridge to the line.
You're playing offense and defense here. Foul game, the next 30 seconds. Now, if you're Shortridge, to secure this, you got to knock down these free throws. You got a 1-and-1 here, or are you in double? I think it's a 1-and-1. Yeah, 1-and-1 here. You got to knock them both down.
The last 1-and-1, and he fouls the rest of the way on Speedway's 2 free ones for the Blue Devils. Giles to the line. Calmly knocks it down. Give him 18 tonight.
Again, Shortridge plays Traders Point on the 2nd. We have that ball game for you. And then on the 9th, they play Guerin Catholic. We'll also have that game for you.
Giles missed the second one. 10-point game, under 30 to go. Behind the back pass. Valentine rising, firing. Off the mark. Rebound won by Walker. Goes up strong. No. Walker, second chance. No. Walker, a third chance at it. Not that time either, but he can head to the line with 15 seconds left in the game.
And we would like to ask the official to take the lid off that basket for him. Boy, that's frustrating. You're right there.
Stayed with it, though. Just could not turn it home. Free throw clean for Walker. He's had himself a second half. 11 points in this second half. 15 for the game. Give him 16 for the game. 71-63. And a foul committed. It'll be 2 shots. I think Giles headed back to the line. For Speedway, the rally's going to come up just short. But consider this. They were down 42-23 at halftime.
Yeah. They scored 20 in the third, and right now they're even matching that here in the fourth.
Giles gets it to go.